to do it, but sometimes it's work. Here's what you do. I am in 123A Main Street. I just started for sure I'm on a 123 road, main road. I want to write a letter to them about Dauphin County real estate. Keep it short, 2 paragraph under 30 seconds. I put it in a Word file, so when I get home, I can put it up there. So when you get home, you open it up on your computer. I'm going to show you how to do that. The number one thing is, remember that consistency thing? That you can keep doing that, you keep also learning. When you're learning, it becomes a habit. Habit becomes an action, action becomes results, results becomes hopefully money, right? There's this thing in bold, I cannot do it, like it's mindset, feeling, goes to action, it goes to your habit and it goes to action. So we go next one. Content creation. Everybody knows it these days. 90% plus of agents don't know you can create content with ChatGPT on the go. This is about that, right? Because we all know we go to our phones first before we go to our computer, because we are on the go. 65% plus of agents are on the go, 6 hours plus. That's National Association of Real Estate stats from last year. So that's why I focus on the app. You know who else is doing that on the app? Who we selling to? The consumers. 85% plus of first-time home buyers use the phone, went online to find their agent. It's okay if you don't have social media. It's okay if you don't have all these profiles, but you start with slowly. You start with one thing. So, market research, fast research, right? Oftentimes, who goes to parties, birthday parties, and everything else? One of the things they taught me in coaching is before you go to a party, I'm talking about gatherings, festivals, flea markets, whatever it is. What's the question people ask you, Dave, usually?
How's the real estate market?
How about if you didn't know? You know what the number one thing is before AI came out? Oh man, I need to put myself in notes that I can go to Bright MLS and know the market before I go to the party. Well, guess who's in your palm of your hand? ChatGPT app. The reason I bring up ChatGPT, you can do this also with Google Gemini. ChatGPT has the search function. It really is reliable. And it enhances our position as realtors to be that person. So, Dave, ask me how the market is.
Hey Saeed, how's the market doing?
What do you ask?
Just wondering, we're thinking about selling our home next year. It's a little early now, but it's always nice to know what's happening out there.
You know, in York County, for example, I'm just bringing York, it was actually 87 homes sold under 300,000 with 3 bedrooms. And then you have actually an increase in home values of 8%. But you know what is fascinating, Dave? 66 homeowners expired on their listings. You can do that with ChatGPT app. We're going to see that. Data-driven decisions. So seller says, this is actually cool. I did this. I'm only talking from experience. They tell me like, I don't know if you should sell this. I want to list for higher price.
Yeah, I don't know if we're willing to sell for that price. We're thinking about 20,000 higher.
Great. Hey, can I show you something?
Sure.
Okay. Because I prepared that. Here is the analyzation of what homes sold in your area. And here's the comp. And our analyzation with ChatGPT. Tell them that you're using AI. Tell them that you're using ChatGPT. Because people know who goes out there as a listing presentation or buyer agent says, I'm using ChatGPT or I'm using AI. 0 homes. It's low. It puts you as expert. It's easier than ever to do a comp that was before. I'm just going with 1,000 now. Again, I don't want to make it like, oh my God, everybody can do this. No.
I think one of the mistakes people make is they use ChatGPT to write like their entire MLS description, but it doesn't know anything about the house. So what I do is I take like a rudimentary stab at it. I just kind of write down like a boring, bland facts of the house, and then I copy and paste and say, make this sound better.
Yeah.
In some cases, I'll say make it sound cooler or hipper or whatever. It changes the language, but you have to give it something to work with. Unless you upload all the photos and stuff, how's it supposed to know what the house is like?
I know, right?
Yeah.
So that's just an example, right? And we are at right on time. Communication, real time, enhance communication using your tablet phone, capture images to ask AI to amplify and simplify, upload PDF from MLS and ask AI. So when you see it on a presentation, I've always thought about it. You're like, okay, God, whatever, show us. It's very hard to see what you're talking about with artificial intelligence unless you see it in action, right? So to what David said, I did this to my own house. And I live in King of Prussia, and my mother and dad, they moved to Arizona, and they're like, let's sell the house. I'm like, well, why do you want to sell the house? King of Prussia rents are up about 40%. So I took a picture of my kitchen inside of ChatGPT. I'm like, we bought this kitchen from IKEA. There is a reason I'm telling IKEA, because when you tell it, remember, ChatGPT doesn't have a brain, doesn't have a feeling. Whatever you tell it goes and does, right? Can you tell me if this kitchen needs updating? And what you see in a room, do I need a paint? And he gave me whatever he did. And I'm like, I never thought about it that way. So my note for you guys, we're going to show it on, is take picture of anything. Literally of anything. What I have done, listings are hard to get. And you have to stand out. I went out in our Montgomery County towards Limerick, Pennsylvania, which is about an hour drive from here. I took a picture of land. I'm like, I'm in Limerick Township. Can you tell me what the rules are here for setbacks? Can I build on this land? This is the ChatGPT app. And it gave me, again, it has some access. It gave me a lot of information, including the township links, including the phone number to the township, like the permitting guys. Guys, that took me like 5-10 minutes. You know how long I would have to do it? But you know what he did also? I turned around, recorded a video. I'm like, what do you think this home is going to be valued in the upcoming 10 to 15 years? That's when he blanked. He couldn't. So, lots, shopping centers. Go take pictures, record a video, and ask a question. See what he does. And then here's the kicker. I started to use ChatGPT in April of 2000. What are we at, 25, 23? He has 2 years data on me. There's a reason I use ChatGPT a lot, because he learns who I am, where I go, what areas, and he enhances what he gives me back. So the longer people don't use AI, and you do, the more you win. That's a secret too that a lot of people don't think about. You become better unknowingly. You take pictures, you put posts, and if you start to think differently, this is just an app. The reason I push the app more than the computer, let's be real. You spend more time with your phone. And if you like to do it on a computer, guess what? All you have to do is log into your ChatGPT app or account on your phone, it's there.
Does ChatGPT have the ability to learn without the paid membership?
Yeah.
So just by being signed into your Gmail account.
I use a Gmail account to log in, yeah.
Okay, and then it remembers for free.
Yep.
Okay.
So let's go in and show you what I have. And we're going to go into collaboration part because we are on time limit. So can I share my phone on the screen here?
Mhm.
Yeah, with
Mirror, screen mirror?
Apple TV.
Yeah, just do KW.
Okay. Cool. We're going to stop mirroring.
It'll be only a matter of time before you can tell ChatGPT to do it for you.
It is possible because what happened, ChatGPT is the name of the app, right? OpenAI is a company that owns that. And the language, there's different languages for artificial intelligence, machine learning, multi-level, and it's LLM, large language model. I want to think about the shoeboxes. You guys remember the shoebox that's in stores? You know, it goes wide, then it goes tall. That's what it is. AI is like that. They go wide, they go tall, they go down. It started to get scary. Now, Google developed their own version of that. And then Claude, which is by another company, developed their own version of that. And Meta, here's another lead generation. We're going to go into that. Let me start here. Meta, the Facebook, or the owner of Facebook, they have their own. You can actually sit on social media and lead generate all day long. You just have to sit and lead generate all day.
So when you Google search something, that's Gemini, right?
On Google, yes.
Cause like that's gonna replace the Google search. I mean, the way that blue little thing pops up at the top, like most people just regard that as the answer, and I think it's usually pretty accurate, but it's not always. Where you asked it a couple weeks ago where family reunion was in 2025, it wasn't right, was it? Or 2026?
I think it said Atlanta.
Did it? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah, but the only thing is that Atlanta in February, it's cold.
Better than Vegas anytime.
But then,
Better than Vegas anytime.
yeah, Vegas, I'm done with Vegas for a couple of years.
It's a lot of money in Atlanta.
Hey, that's your hometown, right?
Is this the one? Is this the one?
No, that's the next one down here. ChatGPT, if you look at it, it's a white logo. And it's OpenAI is the company that released it. So let me just log in. I have to see my password. For some odd reason, it just, you go for 20 minutes, half an hour, and it logs me out. It's here. Who here uses Command App? Anyone?
Yeah.
Have you guys, has it been frustrating every time you come back to it and it logs you out?
Yes.
By the way, I did ask that again at family reunion. You know why that is? The answer I still got is in line with cybersecurity policy of Keller Williams does not protect you when you're logged in if somebody hacks into your phone. Do you guys see the latest phishing scam?
Yeah,
Um,
acting as Michael.
Well, here's another thing. Keller Williams as a company will never email you and ask you to update your credit card. Never, ever.
And I will never send you a text and tell you to go buy me gift cards.
That's getting huge, guys. Tell people because there are people buying. It's unfortunate, but they're doing it. I'm just trying to look up my password because I'm so automated. Once this one goes
I
up,
guess it's so then do that, throw a username. Hit the blue button. You just put your password in and click on it, you can know where- click where that password is.
Some works.
yeah.
Like Gmail information,
Have you heard about that?
As far as ChatGPT or just QR code in general.
Just QR codes in general, like this will replace the QR codes, like.
Oh yeah, I mean, it will one
I think
day.
I have.
So you're using your email password? Okay.
But it's. Can
Can you use it, say without logging in, she doesn't know her email password, does, you just
You
get
can.
log in?
You can't. It's not going to save. It's just not going to save.
Cancel then, and just won't sign in, I guess. Top left, yeah. So, sign up, log in, there is
What
no,
if I hit?
you can try to
I
proceed
think I
without it.
have Google.
That's what we just did.
The one that does that.
Yeah, okay, then.
So I can try that. Let me see.
Yeah.
A lot of things. They don't have to. I've learned.
Now you know.
So dumb.
It just.
Got in. Sending this code. I literally were using it while I was driving here.
Oh, fine.
Oh, this is the big one.
Yeah, that's where you ask you something, yeah.
That's the big one. So you, so I need to stand in front of your house. Sometimes it's.
Oh, it's not just that, I can Google you right now and get information.
Yeah.
Charity, Harrisburg.
Oh, this was falling.
See, the problem is your real estate is stuff that's a little fuzzy. What's your street name?
Bradley,
Sherry S. Highlands, 4925 Breaking Drive, 4398738.
What's your airplane code? 24.
5 known addresses. I mean, it's not right. Oh, that's not ChatGPT, that's just Google.
Cool. You guys see my phone?
This is 71.
Yeah.
All right, let's roll now. I have
Sherry is here.
I have to come here so I can see. You guys see my phone there, right? So this is my chat GPT. In upper left corner, you see the three line? Click on here. I have projects. All projects is our folder. They just released that about a month and a half ago. You should have it too. Family Union. I took Family Union. This is what I'm talking about when you sit there. I took Family Union. This is on my chat. I did it live. Let me see which one is Video Summit. Let's go to not video summary. Oh, it's different.
Say this is the paid version though, or with the free version with.
No, the free version, you should have it.
Okay.
Look at, you don't see it on, so they haven't released on free version. OpenAI, before Christmas, they had 12 days of OpenAI. And it's called projects. All it is folder. You create a folder, you put all your chat in a folder. Not much, not different. So you go in, let me see what I did here. Agenda, shirt data clarification. There we go, there it is. This is one of them. So-
knows it's actually me.
I took pictures. These are my gobble handwritten notes, right? That's how I write. And this is one of the notes. Sorry about the handwriting. You're like, well, okay, what's the point? So look at this. I took a picture because I wanted to see how we can do better, how we can enhance the message. This is what I wrote. This is what it converted. You guys see on the screen?
Mm-hmm.
CEO Summit, experience matter. Serving agents with dignity helps themselves self-discover. So he took pictures, he took the text out of the picture. And then, as you see here, 15 rule for improvement, 50% rule. One of the messages that they said, and it was consistent through Family Union, you don't have to become a giant movement every day. 15%. That's 15% better in 60 days, in 90 days. So that's what I wrote down. So he took these pictures. Now, these other pictures again, I just redid it and I keep going. Now look over here. Download extracted notes. I told it, extract text and everything in one file. And again, English is not my first language. You're like, what did you say that? Guys, it's AI. He understands you a little bit better. And he started to get to know you. So what my main point was, extract all the text, put it in the Word file. I personally don't need it in the Word file, but I wanted to test it. So, and then I said, redo and show here. Okay. So I had a conversation. The 4 conversation for conversational excellence. Stay in a moment, curiosity, reasons, and questions. You're like, okay, what? Tell ChatGPT, I'm gonna do it soon here. Do it to me. I want to make sure I have a good conversation. So you can do that. So that's what it, guys, this came all from handwritten notes, right? As you see on the screen. So let me go down further. And I must have asked questions. Let's go up to the questions. What I ask question may not fit you. That's another thing I have learned the last 2 years. If there's one thing I've taken by teaching, what it makes sense to David, to Michael, I forgot the names. To you guys in here, you can ask all different questions. Nobody is wrong. When you do that, you get to know you. Start to use it because, and then I'm going to show you how I talk to it too. So this is one of them, right? And then one of the things that I like to do in projects, I like to, CEO Summit right here. There we go. CEO Summit comes up. One advice I have for you guys, if you go to ever to family reunion, get up early. No, he's like, oh, I get up early. By getting up at 6 o'clock in a coffee cup or a coffee, I met so many good people. So I took pictures at CEO Summit. This is a picture I took. Short thing printing, okay. I said extract text. Now here's the thing I did here. I took picture, I said extract text. I did it one after one. Right? You're like, okay, all right, what's the point? Number one, I just saved it in ChatGPT. If I lose my notebooks, I'm okay because it's there. And I'm going to do it in front of you, like it did all that. Okay, good. There is one. Now summarize everything and give a description for each section. Remember, I took picture. It summarized summary and description of key insights from CEO Summit. Do you think I could write all this? And so this is a collection of insight drawn from CEO Summit presentation, focusing on resilience, personal growth, and high performance strategies. Understanding pain and growth. This is coming from the pictures, right? This is Dr. Robin was phenomenal. You guys didn't see her. Oh my God. So standing in coffee line, Phil Jones shows up. And our TL is good with Phil Jones. I've been talking with Phil, and Dr. Robin shows up, and he's like, I'm like, does she need coffee? She's like, yeah, but there's a line. And my TL asked, this is what we are discussing. This is why she was important. So I'm like, hey, Mike, I knew somebody in the coffee line. Got coffee. We had a conversation 15, 20 minutes with Dr. Robin. I don't know if they recorded it. I don't think they recorded the CEO Summit. She was behavioral specialist and researcher in Canada, but she has a lot more businesses. 15, 20 minutes talking to her paid for my family reunion because the conversation I had for me personally meant a lot. So she talked about belonging, perspective, acceptance, hope, humor. You're like, yeah, but what does it mean to me? I'm going to show you and then goes through. This is again the app. You guys see how powerful the app is?
So were you recording the conversation?
No,
Oh, okay.
not record conversation. What she said matched to what she said on the stage and matches the notes here. Right? So unfortunately, I don't think it's federally allowed to record someone.
Yeah.
In certain state, you don't need permission from both one side, but I'm sure and they have the ability to activate it. But so you guys see the CEO Summit notes, right? I'm going to do it on the screen. This is what I will write. How about this? Let's activate the voice. Good morning. Come on. This is a voice section.
Good morning. Hope you're having a great start to your day. What's on your mind today?
Can you look over CEO Summit notes and help me to understand how it's going to help my business and give me a summary of 3 things I can do the upcoming 60 days to help people buy, sell homes?
No.
Now, this is also on Wi-Fi. If you do it on the phone, it goes like that.
CEO Summit Insights and how they apply to your real estate business. The CEO Summit covered resilience, mindset, and strategic growth, which are all essential for building a sustainable real estate business. Here's how key takeaways can help you grow and serve more buyers and sellers. How these lessons apply to your business. 1, short-term versus long-term challenges, application. The market has cycles. Some setbacks are short-term, low inventory, rising interest rates, but long-term pain, burnout, lack of
Here's the option he
systems
doesn't have.
comes from failing to adapt. Solution, focus on
It
quick
has to
wins,
finish talking.
lead generation
Gives you the
prospecting,
notes.
while building long-term stability, database follow-up systems. 2, comparison shopping versus purposeful growth.
Only
Application.
using the
Instead
pictures
of
of the
comparing
slides.
yourself to top agents,
Yeah.
focus on what makes you unique and how you can deliver value. Solution, identify your niche.
All right,
e.g.
so
first-time buyers.
that was part of it. The voice was good. How valuable was that to you?
Super valuable. I started taking notes.
Right? Now, here's another thing. Use video chats to improve our models. Well, I'm not sharing, but here's what we do. Let me see if it has that. It doesn't have that here. So that was one thing, so, let me see. Cool. So this is my app again, you can see on the screen. There's different things I have done, there's. It goes back, I think, 60 days, I do not know how long it keeps, but I just surpassed about 1,000 prompts asking questions. So, and he has also these other things that you have up here. These are called GPTs. That's for another session. You can do different things for you. But the basic is install the app, free version or not. Yes.
Does it integrate itself into your phone for like text messages and like it pulls stuff from other parts of your phone, or is this the app stay in its app?
This is the app. If you have iPhone 15 Plus, Apple Intelligence, it is ChatGPT.
Okay,
That can do that. I just don't have iPhone 15.
but just the app like that itself,
No, it
doesn't integrate.
They haven't
into its-
allowed it yet.
Okay,
They haven't allowed. There's other things you can do on your computer. Take your notes, take your emails, give you summaries. Yeah, it's. I would say-
It
Yeah.
saves the information for about 60 days, so if there's something you wanted to keep, you could just kind of like move it to a PDF or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and these are like, this is my onboarding. Another thing that I did. Who here, you know what? Let's go do it on the computer. Let me just do it on the computer because it's easier. Please don't shut off the video. We gotta get that off.
And again, it's just your history that kind of deletes, but if you save it to a folder, it's there indefinitely, right?
There is a package they have for $200 a month. You know how they are. $200 a month is unlimited. You can keep it. It's only $200 a month. It's only, have you guys ever had the call from ZillowReal.com? It's only one more year. Yeah, it's $200 a month. Was it here? I saw a huge warehouse. There's a lot of warehouses being built. You know how much data is data, right? You know how much power the computer uses? You guys know Microsoft just through their subsidiaries invested $1 billion in a power plant. Generating energy and electricity for the new power plant place in Western Pennsylvania.
It's 45 minutes away from here.
Yeah.
Less than that.
So,
That's Elon Musk though, wasn't it? I thought.
no, that's actually Microsoft.
Oh, that's Microsoft.
Microsoft subsidiaries, yeah. And sometimes you don't directly know it's Microsoft because they have so many companies that are buying it, and I don't know what. And it's one of the first, again, I don't know how you restart a power plant, but it costs a lot of money.
Just flip the switch.
It wasn't here, which one was that? This one. Alright, so if you're back into ChatGPT on my computer. Gemini is the same thing. Is it worth to spend $20 in each? I wouldn't say so. Because ChatGPT $20, Gemini $20, Claude $20. I mean, if you're doing that much business and all that, $60. It's a personal decision, but I would not. I would just use the free version. Do you feel comfortable that it's something you want to use? But it's something you will have to use in the future. It's just going to be part of it. So this is the box right here, right? Do we use Bright MLS here?
Yep.
Any other MLS at all?
Not really.
Okay, cool. So here's one thing that also helps me to generate social media content, which that's another course I'm teaching. That's what I'm actually teaching next. No, there. When you log into Bright MLS, I don't know if you guys knew it, we are one of the few MLSs that have a research team, senior research team. Click on News tab. Let me see if it's here. There you go. Just came out with that. So they release a lot of information. Let me see where I actually just sent out. See if they right. There it is. I'm going to go in. I'm going to find it because I'm going to show you. BrightMLS.com/. weekly stats. Why would this matter? Another thing that a lot of top earners talked about, including Jeff Glover, I was at a breakout. People need to know that you're active. If you don't want to do a lot of research, this is a good stats. So I'm going to take this report. You guys see all this, right? They have a lot of data. Why does this matter? Why would this be helpful to you as an agent in this area?
Would you know the stats, the current?
Maybe somebody doesn't want to do stats, maybe it's not, but you know what it is, when people know that you're a local expert more and more, they're going to say, you know what, let me just ask. They may not even thinking about selling. Usually, there's a reason somebody asks you a question, right? Hey, Levi, how's the market today? You say, you know what, A, B, and C, D, E, F. Oh, thanks. Then you ask, well, what did you ask? You don't have to be an expert at this. I'm going to take this, put it on the screen. Actually, it is on the screen. Let's see if we can do this here. Normally, they ask you to log in, but I'm not logging, so I wonder why you allowed me. Sorry. Okay, ChatGPT. Cut and paste. You guys see this, right? Yeah. Biggest thing that I have learned, you have to learn how to ask questions. Is that a secret these days? Prompt, you know how they say, hey, you have to write a prompt. Prompting is asking questions. You master that, you master everything else, right? So watch this one here. If it goes in, I'm going to ask, review the page and give me 5 bullet points I can use to talk with consumers. Review, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so it doesn't do the system.
That's all.
Okay.
Well, you can say, write me a 2-minute video script for this, or write me a Facebook post.
It's just, I don't know why it didn't read it, so I'm going to log in. Who here likes PDF?
What do you mean it didn't read it?
He didn't give me stats fully. Maybe I didn't ask the right question, so I go in. Research, there it is. Bright Research Home, this is very powerful. This one you have to be logged into, I think. Key metrics. Again, I don't have to be an expert in your local market. If I describe it, they're like, wow, how do you know? Well, you know what, I sell a lot of real estate in this area. Or if you're not from there, you never lie, never make somebody else. Well, I studied the market because it's important, so you walk away with values. That's all I tell you. So there's a lot of information. This Bright Research, Dr. She's the only one in the entire country. Lisa Sturtevant. She's the only researcher of all major MLSs. So I'm going to go in. You're like, okay, read monthly report. I'm going to do market reports. This is very powerful, guys. You can actually, Central Pennsylvania, I'm going to download reports. Do you think people care about county or national? Do you think every agent tells them about that? So my mindset was, why would somebody want to know about national stuff? Here's the reason.
Thank you.
Do you watch TV? Who here watches TV every day? National news. Do you guys know everything that go happening around the world?
Oh, yeah.
What I'm trying to say is consumer may not know. So a lot of agent tells me, well, why is it national? Why is it county? Guys, if you give stats and value to people, they want to hear more. That's when you say, let's set up a time to talk. So this is a PDF for Central Pennsylvania. I'm going to download it. Just drop it in here in downloads. Go over to ChatGPT. You see the plus sign. I'm going to say, you know what? Upload from computer. Downloads. When did I add it? Today. Now the fun part. Summarize this report into an email I can send my client. Make it so a fifth grader understands. Then create one SMS text. So if you want to review the PDF, review the PDF, you write an email. You can see that kind of happening. Okay. All right, so it does that. Now,
Can you just show them, can you do like transform this text into a 2-minute video script?
now create a 2-minute video script. And give me simple script I can read while recording. So he does that.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Now, here's another thing. This is what it does. Watch this. You see how it does seconds? It tells you from this second to that second. It literally tells you everything. Now, when I started recording videos like 9 years ago, it was like, here's tip number one that I learned, and a lot of people tell you. Never mention who you are first in the video. It's very hard. It took me 2 years to go on it. Hey, it's Saeed Zamani. I'm like, oh, shoot, go it again. 40 minutes later, take 67. I finally got it. Here's how you start. Get into people's mind. Did you know your home values might have increased 10%? Or did you know inflation just went up? Duh, everybody knows. This is one thing that it has also made me better to question, think of questions, right? Here's another thing. Would you like to know how you can value or how you can make $100,000 buying a home right now? Who would not? Are you a buyer looking to save $250,000 in 10 years? Yeah. Well, one of my buyers lost $128,000 plus on a $200,000 condo by not buying 3 years ago. Double the rates, 40% increase home values, and take that finance over 15 years, that's about $120,000 you lost. It's easy. So, David, is this good?
Yeah.
Now, this can also be very overwhelming sometimes. Like, I don't want to do videos, I just want to do text. Okay.
I use that to generate video scripts, and it learned that there's David and Karen and knows what phone number to sign off with and what website to use, and to the point where I don't edit it.
No.
Like, you know, unless there's a major glitch, but it's like 98% accurate at this point.
Yeah. This is actually a bonus I give you guys, the PDF uploading. But another thing too is they actually, look at that, they brought it in. Now, I don't want to do this here, but you can actually take a PDF and rewrite it into whatever you want. You know how sometimes, or a sheet, a book, a magazine, you can read it to make it your own. Again, it is illegal to take copyrighted material and copy it. And it's very easy to find out if you wrote it with the AI or not. But this thing here, I use it several times a day. So let me see if I have it here. The Bright MLS, this report is the key. I like stats. Now, who here uses RPR? Okay, you can do this on your mobile phone, but I want to show you on the computer because it's easier for you to do that. What county were we in again?
DAUPH.
DAUPH.
IN.
All right, spell it out for me again.
DAUPHIN.
Yeah.
I'm so confused.
I want to go find one. I want to go find the Amazon truck parked.
You look like an Amazon delivery guy
Hey, Jimmy,
right now.
Jeff fired me. I'm taking over. He drives the truck away.
You know what? Here's another thing. I'm going to go Montgomery County, Pennsylvania. You can do it with any county. So Montgomery County.
So you can't spell dog?
Yeah.
There's no inventory. So, but here's another thing too. When you see this, so this is 5 pages, right? I was able to get a listing appointment. The person just cannot list. I was able to show him. See, it doesn't have the data yet. Let me just go to what's the zip code here in this city?
17112.
17112. Harrisburg. Okay, cool. This report got me another conversation about a month ago with I have chased this expired from 7 years ago for about 3 years.
Oh my God.
So I finally got into it. It's in Collegeville, Pennsylvania. I went to his home, he wanted a number that I'm like, let me come back. I will not go back. So, sold all the way. This is what I did. I came down to this report. I look at this price per square feet. I was able to show him during the last, let's say, 3 years, price per square foot in the area that he was at actually lost value because the guy wanted $1 million for a property that was worth 85, 6. It's a big home that needs a lot of repair, a little over an acre. And honestly, I don't want to take it because I know I have to put in about $1,000 to $2,000 worth of marketing videos and all that. I'm like, no. So I gave him a value, send an email back. At some point, sometimes you have to write things off, but I use this report. This report is 5 pages. Okay, you click on create script. This is ChatGPT worked into RPR. Guys, this is very helpful. Professional tone, I use engaging. Now, this is what I did. I was part of a team that helped them because I'm a certified RPR trainer. And look, it's okay. You're a first-time home buyer for that area. Analyze metrics. Do you really read a one-page text that this is going to give? You can do this on mobile device. I just copied the text, came to ChatGPT. I said this. Simplify this text into a SMS text. There we go. All people want to know is the neighborhood, the stats, and this does it for them. This is how I do it every day. I actually do it sometimes when I drive too, because I hold push button, all that. This is helpful, right?
Yeah.
Now, sometimes one of the mindset thing that I think a lot of agents think about, I cannot do that. I'm not made for that. I can't speak to that. Copy this, paste it to your client. And one of the things that if you use, who here uses Facebook Messenger a lot? You know Facebook, you have the messenger option. You can also, there is the AI worked in, it gives you 3 options, how the message should be. Click on it, send it. Go to the next friend, go to the next portion. This is very helpful. This is, you can also do this on mobile. But the mobile app, another thing too is, mobile app, let me just open up. So you open a new chat. I'm gonna finish with this. Okay, cool, it's on. This is a mobile app. I'm going to go in. Let me see, what's on this picture? Ah, here we go. You guys see the buttons here? The camera? And let me see, okay, cool.
All set. Everything looks good. Are you ready to start?
Yes,
Yes.
can you tell me what I see on the screen and can you find me the chairs and table combo and the color I should have on the walls?
Sure. I see a set of black chairs and a round table with a dark top. The walls appear to be a light neutral color, which complements the furniture well. If you like a simple professional look, this color scheme works nicely.
You can do that with your listings. If you go to somebody's home.
You say, where can I buy similar chairs?
Can you actually help me to find where I can buy these chairs?
Absolutely. These chairs look like standard office chairs you might find at a furniture store or online retailers like Amazon or Wayfair. You can search for black office guest chairs or mesh back chairs to find similar options.
Thank you.
Imagine being Saeed's robot, dude. And it's Tyler's job.
Well, here's the nice thing. You walk into a home, somebody says, should I update this home or not? What do you think about the kitchen? Do you really want to tell a seller, Mr. Seller, the kitchen looks ugly? Okay,
Let's see what the internet has to say.
let's use ChatGPT and analyze the color. If it's a good color matching your, and then you have like an orange color on the wall. And oak cabinets with green carpets. Like, imagine being able to do that. And you know who else can do it right now? If you go to redfin.com, consumer can do it. So my message is, use the basic fundamental. I want to cook tonight. What do you suggest me cooking that is healthy, that has 200 calories and whatever? Just play with it. Because this was 2 years ago. If you go back to 2000, when somebody went to the airport, it's like, honey, let's go to the gate. You're like, oh, you're going to play, bye. 2003 comes. Sir, what's your name? What's your blood type? You cannot pass the door. You gotta get that side. That was 25 years ago. 2005 hits. Listen, there's this thing coming. You have to get a special invite. You can email with it. It's called Gmail. That was 2005, 2004. 2008 comes. You can put your life on internet and see what you eat. But you get a special invitation. There's a guy that invented this in college. His name is Mark Zuckerberg. It's called Facebook. 2008, 17 years ago. 2014 comes around. There are these apps. You can put 90 seconds of your life and people want to watch it. That was called Reels, videos. And then Instagram. And then 2018 comes. Hey, you can become A, B, and C and sell stock on a phone under 30 seconds called TikTok. And by the way, it's from China. So, right? And 2000. Listen, the latest thing came about. He knows everything, but he only goes back to 2021. It's called ChatGPT. That took 2 years. You guys see how our lives are being compressed? You know who else's life is being compressed? The consumer. And in my area, there's a company called Vanguard. They have 23,000 employees going to work every morning. Most of them are new. I pulled the stats. 30+% of Vanguard's employees have worked there less than 2 years. What do you think they need? And you know how I realized that? I search it and I use ChatGPT to find out. So there's a function. I didn't want to go in it. This is for another workshop. I'm going to do a national workshop online. You can actually ask ChatGPT to analyze MLS data, search online, and tell you when that person might sell their home. It's free. So just use it. The one thing, you go to Walmart, use the ChatGPT app. You know how sometimes there's these apps? Have you seen the app that you take a picture of the food? Is it good food? Not good food?
you could.
You know, it tells you calories. Am I going to die or not? You know, so I used ChatGPT in a form of enhancing my life, enhancing other people's life, making sure you bring value. The one thing it has done for me is $20. I use the pro version, it's $20. But sometimes when a friend calls me up and says, hey, I see you're doing a lot of good things on social media and all that. I want to list a home. So I have 2 listings. One is from social media, one is from somebody that wants to sell. I go to their home, I'm like, buddy, you're not ready to sell. Paint and all that, took all pictures. I upload ChatGPT, I give them a report. You know how long that took? 5 minutes. And I texted it to him. You can do that. And that kind of stuff. Started to tell people, wow, you know your stuff. You may not know stuff, you may not have experience, you may not, but you know how to use tools to enhance the value you offer. So I hope you walked away with something today. The app is very powerful. You don't have to pay. If you ask me, hey, should I pay all this? Guys, don't pay for something you have never used. Get a trial. And the presentation I showed was my notes. There's an app called Gamma, Gamma. I didn't customize it too much. I wrote notes. We were at family reunion. Mike and Dave called me. They wouldn't let me go. They're like 5 simple things. The number 1 was the app. Number 2 was doing your research. Number 3 was like uploading a PDF. Number 4 was doing like, you know, the redo. Number 5 is taking pictures. Now here's another thing that you can do. Take a picture. I worked on this. View somebody's home. You know the roof is old, right? You know because you see it. And then ask it what you could tell the homeowner. Give me a suggestion that at home. How powerful would it be on, hey, Joe, it's a Listen, I was driving in your neighborhood. No, you didn't. You just drove by. I took a picture. And I know you may not want to change your route, but here's some suggestion, or send me a text. Right now, I need a concrete work on my house. If somebody give me suggestion without pressuring, my next question would be, hey, Dave, do you know anybody that does that work? Another thing, Mike, did you guys hear that, Dave? Be a resource. A lot of top agents that I'm coming across, I interviewed, and the one thing that I go to family reunion is to connect with people. Every top agent that consistently sells 5-10 homes a month is a resource, not a sales guy. So who here goes to their favorite mechanic the last 20 years or 10 years? Anybody? You guys, or any restaurant? Nail salon, hair salon? I've gone to the same, like a hairstylist for 24 years. He changed it up. I go out of my way, 15 miles. Because he's a good guy, he's a resource, and I like racing, so we talk racing. By the time I come in, I'm like, I feel good. Forget about $52 haircut, but I feel good. I'm like, no tip for you this month. $52, you didn't tell me $52.
You took the owner?
He works for,
Yes. My sister owns a salon, tip
Yeah.
over.
I usually do, but I'm like, let me see what ChatGPT wants me to do. Sorry, the service wasn't good.
Sorry, it's in.
How does this help out with like, I know kids read to us like stats, but like for the future to predict like future stock market bubbles and crypto, like do you foresee like stuff like that?
While I don't have the answer to that, there is a couple of GPTs that can use it. Yeah, the only thing is that artificial intelligence is what is being told. So if the person looking to have you use that, if somebody says, hey, it's the AI app, just be careful who built it. I don't know, it's like, it's not regulated, AI is not regulated. They actually put that $500 billion investment they're going to do in AI. But soon you're going to be, you're going to be able to walk to Walmart, not see an employee there. You're going to be able to go to places like you're going to be able to have to make your case to a car wash. No, your car is dirty. No, I don't want it. I don't want a deluxe. I want a basic. No, your car wheels are dirty. You know, AI is going to be implementing that kind of stuff. It's live far away. Your postal service, that can be replaced with AI. The one thing I learned from the last 2.5 years is agents will not be replaced. AI will never replace humans. But the people using AI are going to embrace humans. Yeah, it's like people that check you in at the airport, they're replaceable. Agents that just think that picking up the phone and call people and not use anything else, they're going to be replaced. They may not be replaced, other people are going to use people. So just go on Redfin, look what Redfin just introduced, and I know I have to go. Did you guys see the Redfin Zillow partnership this week?
No.
Or not?
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
We appreciate you, sir.
No worries.
So guys, grab food and then we're gonna come back at 12:30. David and I are gonna be running through the top 20 lead gen hacks that we learned.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I see you on this.
I know. Don't worry. Yeah, good. See you.
Yeah.
You came in, I'm like, oh.
I think I had 10 showings this morning. I was trying to shut my car down.
Oh, cool.